up, y'all? We back for another episode of the CP Podcast, and I'm your host, CP, and this is the CP Podcast. We talk about the shit CP want to talk about, because I'm CP, and it's CP Podcast. And if you a freak motherfucker who be like, oh, your name is CP, it's my initials. It's my initials. Anybody say shit to CP3. But all of a sudden, I get these pervert niggas on my shit like, do you know what CP really means? And I'm like, bro, only motherfuckers who know what that shit means is niggas who need to be in trouble about it. Because that's my initials. Right, we don't know what the fuck it is. I'll explain it to you. It's fucking disgusting. Anyway, to my right, in the fight for what's right, like Batman at night, standing on the side of the motherfucking conspiracy ledge. There is so much I want to tell you, so much you became. That's how she be sitting there. You became on the conspiracy ledge. Maya,
What's
how
up,
are you?
everybody?
How's
Good.
Roman?
Roman is fantastic.
So before we went on live, she showed us a video of Roman kicking. Can we see the kicking Roman video, please? The
Sure.
KRV. Please hit us with the KRV, please. Hit us with the hot KRV.
Wait, can you see?
Yeah, we see it.
There you go.
Look at him kicking. So now you can really say, if somebody call you, what are you doing? I'm like, shit, kicking it with Roman, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just like, you know what I'm saying? Kicking it with Roman, for real. And then we got Amir, who's back in black. And I don't even blame you, bro. It's rainy today, man. You know, I started to wear some black shit too, man. That's a nice t-shirt. Who won that t-shirt?
21.
21, so of course it
21.
is. 21,
Yeah.
21. You know what I'm saying? Black bucket. Y'all can y'all see Amir? Did you show him you?
Not today.
Oh, yeah, because we have a guest. So y'all can't see him, so I got to tell you, he looked like the Grim Reaper's teenage son. Have you guys seen Amir? Oh, my God. It's so hard to talk to him these days. It's so hard to talk to Amir these days. Anyway, come on. You got to die. Yeah, Amir does podcast now. Yeah, he's doing a lot. He's doing his thing. Yeah, come on. Anyway, Amir's in the building. And then we have our guest, man. So y'all know, recently, about 3 episodes ago, we took on our first ever sponsor for an episode. And that was Nicko Kitchen. Now, we really talked to you guys about how dope her products were and how much of an erection they gave people, men and women. Men and women. Like, nipples, bling! You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? It's not just, you know, everybody was just like long and strong. You feel me? Pause. But, you know, and so we had to bring her in because it's like the science, we got to protect her at all costs because the scientists are like, they want to control our erections. They want us to only have gas station pills and they only want us to have prescription, like other shit. We are, these is erections from the sea. It's like, no, this is so many minerals in this, and she's gonna tell us all about it, tell us what to take and how to take it, and she brought stuff for us. Give it up for Nicko from Nicko Kitchen.
Hey.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me here.
No, man, we appreciate you being here, man. So I've been trying your products for about 2 months now, and can I see it? Can I see some gummies? Yeah. So what is this right here?
Oh, man. So that's
This is actual sea moss gel.
Yeah, that's the
So this is like the real
that's the OG right there.
This is like the concentrated.
Oh yeah. That's
This
that pure. That's
is
that raw.
This the one. This ain't gonna hit you with the taste. This ain't supposed to taste good, huh?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That one right there is like a bland jello, but I have some that tastes worse. But it makes you feel even better.
My dad had some, and I took a spoonful, and it literally tasted like I was eating liquid metal table. I was like, yo, this shit tastes like straight up like, I'm gonna tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like I was eating a spoonful of Terminator 2, man. The liquid metal nigga. Remember him? I was like eating a spoonful of that nigga.
Man.
Now,
yeah.
what's up with these? So these are different.
Yes, that's
So this is the
right
pineapple soursop, and then what is this one?
That one right there is the original mix. So that one has the ginger, dragon fruit, passion fruit, and magenta flavors in it.
Oh, so it's different ones.
Oh yeah, they're all different ones.
Oh, okay. So that one's all the same. That's the one I've been getting.
So that one, it's a mixture of different flavors too. So that's just pineapple and soursop.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a red one. I'm gonna get a yellow one.
Oh, thank you.
Get
Is it
one of
safe
brown
to take during breastfeeding?
Yes, it is. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So
Like I got you all products that are good to take while breastfeeding.
Oh my God, that's
Thank
good.
you.
Pregnant,
God
trying,
damn,
all that
Nicko.
good stuff. Yeah.
He not doing the
Pass
most
this
now.
on
Is
along
he?
to Maya.
How many?
Damn,
How
here's
many?
my check. Damn, them
Thank
bitches
you.
is fire. Open them up and pass them
How
bitches.
many
Yeah.
did you take just now?
I took 3. But I'm on a 3 diet. I know myself. You can
Oh.
take up to 6, right?
Yeah, well, you could take up to 6 per serving. Like,
Oh,
so
goodness.
there's really no way to overdose on
Mhm.
sea moss. The
I be
thing
eating the shit
about
out of
like
these bitches.
overdosing
Sorry
on
for smacking
things-
everybody, but god damn, these bitches is fire. Eat the colorful ones.
Yeah, that original mix is good. I'm a fan of all of them.
Child, things are gonna get easier. Some things get
Oh, dragon
brighter.
fruit, ginger.
Someday from you.
I gotta try this ginger one.
Yeah, that shit
Mhm.
fire.
I'm a ginger fan.
The ginger, that's like the pale yellow one. So
Like
there's
this?
like a bright yellow. Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, energy. You
Oh,
know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and
That's
that's
real
just
ginger.
3 ingredients: sea moss, coconut sugar, and whatever the flavor is. So there's no harsh chemicals, no harsh artificial flavors, none of that type of stuff.
Yo.
Going
How
for
did
the
you
all
find out
natural.
about sea moss?
So for me, it was my mom. She started taking sea moss in 2019.
Mm.
And then like in the beginning of 2020, like right at the beginning of the pandemic, that's when I had a small break just in my private chef life.
So you're a chef.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So I
cool.
was more or less on the healthier side of cuisine and all that type of stuff. That was my specialty. But I has had a couple of ideas as far as just a product that actually works for us and for our DNA, because it's like, our melanin really isn't recognized by the FDA at all when it comes to food or medicine. And it's literally what makes our chemistry different though. So that should mean something when it comes to what it is that we put into our bodies.
Damn, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So let's kind of get into this real quick because
because it's
you know
a lot
that
to
in
say.
itself is kind of a conspiracy about how melanin.
Well, it's something they don't want us to talk about.
Right. What is melanin exactly? And is it a chemical? Like, does it make us a different kind of person? You know what I'm saying?
Chemically, it does. Just because again, it's a chemistry type of thing. Like there's a couple of books that I read. One of my favorites was Melanin, The Chemical Key to Greatness.
Mm.
And you can find that on Amazon. What's crazy though is when I looked that book up, that book was like $1,200. This book is only 130 pages long. What is this bet? Why is this book this much money? So of
What?
course I found an easier way to access the book because it is the easier way to access.
Of course, it's
that book.
always it's fucking book. Niggas been bootlegging books since the beginning.
Since the beginning.
Yeah.
You think niggas bootleg videos?
Public
Niggas is bootlegging the
domain
shit out.
is
The
a real
Bible is a
thing.
bootleg. Niggas
Come
don't want to
on.
talk about that. The Bible is a bootleg.
It sure is.
The Bible,
Straight
like,
up.
I got the Bible. Yeah. New and Old Testament.
Right. Which version you want?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
So that book right there kind of just triggered my curiosity. Like really, okay, so what really triggered my curiosity, it was a wake and bake type of thing. Like I couldn't smoke in my apartment. So I was sitting out in the car.
Shout out
wake
to
and bake.
weed though. Shout out to
Man,
the
just
genius
that-
mind.
that
Still
curiosity.
indulging. We all connect through the tree. The tree be finding us. Anyway, go
It
ahead.
So, outside smoking, and I rolled down the window because the sun, it just feels good on your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm sitting there, I was like, man, I wonder why why the sun feels so good on my skin, but it doesn't burn it. You know what I'm saying? Like we absorb it, but how does melanin absorb sunlight? High moment. So boom, start Googling. Start going down a rabbit hole because like the first 2 or 3 articles that I find is talking about like melanin, the chemical makeup of melanin, and the different ways that you nourish your melanin and how your melanin can be toxified. Like there's a certain thing called toxic melanin, and it's basically something that blocks us from our blessings because like we get our blessings from the sun. Like there's books called Children of the Sun. There's, they talk about electric beings,
Mhm.
light beings, all that type of stuff. It's because, like, us as a people, Black people specifically, we can absorb energy. We can absorb all this light and all this energy, but it can't escape us. Like, it doesn't bounce off of us. It doesn't reflect the way that it does everybody else. We're
Right.
actually able to transmute these energies and these wavelengths and these light energies into the different things that we want it to be, whether it's art or whether it's music and all of that type of stuff. So it's like, it's when
It's
when they talk
almost
about us being majestic, it's almost like some unicorn type shit. You know what I mean? But it's like, if we don't nourish our bodies the way that they're supposed to be nourished, that's how we become susceptible to all these diseases that we're not naturally susceptible to. Like, if you were to go to the islands, they'd be like, we don't even catch cancer over here. As soon
right.
as I feel this, and that, I take some soursop and some turmeric, and I'm good to go. And they
Yeah.
look just like us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So
You know?
that brings me kind of to the conspiracy that I've been thinking about this whole week, right? Which was about these civilizations that preceded us, both secret and some kind of told in a way that they kind of they left out a lot of stuff, important stuff to our development and in our evolutionary like tree that kind of shows where we all split off and what makes us different and et cetera, et cetera. Like some of the things I've been looking at have been like of course things always come back to Tartaria, but then also like why you always laugh at this Tartaria?
Tartaria is the most ridiculous conspiracy theory there is.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Tartaria is the worst one. It's up there with Flat Earth. For people at home who missed that episode, Tartaria is this idea that there was one whole world civilization, and then around the 1850s, a great mud flood came.
No, that right there. Hold on, that mucks up the real.
Explain
what
Tartaria.
Tartaria is essentially the other side of the wall in China into like parts of Europe that the history was literally they have documented where they have their flags, and then the history they have like this document where they talk about how they basically they wanted to erase the Tartarian history.
The Tartars, but those are a people though. Their history wasn't erased. It's just
Right.
that a map was.
But there was a Tartaria, not just like
misunderstood.
it was the whole world, as if like, but there was a Tartaria that essentially influenced a lot of like they were good at the harnessing electricity out of the air. That was like one of the things that their civilization brought. Like it was like one of their things. And then, with that going away and them being able to quote unquote monetize energy and them finding a way to, I mean, like a lot of the things
A lot of that comes
mimicking.
off of like Tesla's ideas, and then now retroactively, people are going back and saying that there was a civilization that could do this.
Right. But so number
Because
one, they
I've
could be
been on
discounting Tesla as in saying that he could have stole that kind of knowledge and that kind of those ideas from way back in those days. But also it's like nothing is new under the sun, and we keep talking about this. Nothing is new. And so like the idea that Tesla had is he's not the sole person in history to ever have had that idea.
Well, I mean,
because it's
okay.
Theoretically, it's something
nothing
that
is new under the sun, but things are based on other things. So electromagnetism is based on things that came out before, and then you get to like I want to say the late 1700s in the Enlightenment in Europe. So nothing is brand new, but he built it on other things, which is fine.
He built it on other things, but at the same time, though, one of the things that bothers me is the fact that we always assume that this quote unquote timeline that we're on, this forward timeline that we're experiencing right now, is as it's moving forward, the best of technology is also moving forward as well. And
well, I mean, no, I don't necessarily agree with that, but
you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like every time a civilization loses everything, we start over from the Ice Age or from the Stone Age, essentially.
I don't agree with that either. I think that your point essentially is valid.
Okay.
I
and
think you mess it up with Tartaria.
Okay, but listen though,
I
Tartaria
think,
was an
like,
example that I'm just not willing to shoot down because I don't know.
Because
And I don't put anything past.
no, we've researched Tartaria. We covered it before on the
Right,
show,
but
and
we've
we've
researched
covered
Tartaria based on other people's perception of what Tartaria is. Me understanding that they don't even know. Me understanding that maybe there was something called Tartaria that did exist that had a substantial part in
Well,
history.
there are the Tartar
Right,
people.
but
No one's denying
but
that.
it's not what they're saying, which means
Who's
that
saying?
who with what most of your conspiracy theorists say, which is that Tartaria is this place where the whole world had its whole, so I'm just saying, like,
But okay,
I'm not willing to dispel anything.
okay,
Right?
so
I use
I'll-
that as an example.
okay, I actually agree with your point, which is why I'm mad that you brought Tartaria into this.
Oh, no.
But your general point of there being older civilizations that we don't know about, I agree with that.
But
the Tartars,
Okay.
specifically, you're talking about the steppe people of Europe.
but
in that the Mongolians, the horse,
right,
the horse
right,
people,
right.
they were dominant for a long period of time.
And
But no.
Okay.
Not technologically dominant. They were dominant because they had controlled horses,
Right,
and
they
they were
had
a
war.
warrior people.
Right, they were
didn't
warriors, the
they didn't
Huns and all these kind of
yeah,
people.
but they didn't
Right.
have advanced technology. They were
But-
just so brutal.
But here's the thing, though. I don't know anything that I've been taught in America about through this Great Britain mindset that what I know about anything, because we're dealing with some of the oppressors of the world, and they're trying to teach us about the world from their point of view.
You can still study like Mongolian music. We do.
Right,
We're big fans of
right,
Mongolian music.
right.
You
But
can go
that's
and
not-
see their
but,
culture.
But I'm using the Mongols as an example of how trusting this corrupt system that is set up for us to not have the knowledge, for the books to be
I get what you're
$1,200.
saying.
It's
Yeah.
like I can't dispel anything. So if anything gets
and that's
brought
just
to
what
the
they're
light,
giving us.
it's worth it being a real look into, just based on the fact that we have to take in all knowledge that we don't know, bullshit and non-bullshit, until we boil it down and see what
But
it
you have
turns
to
into.
also be able to dispel what is bullshit and what is not bullshit. And I will say for
But-
this, the reason why,
Okay.
and we don't have to trust the Great Britain or whatever. We don't have to trust any of these people, because if the Mongols wanted to, they could have destroyed Europe at that time too. And that's something that Europeans acknowledge.
But that's not my point, though. My point is that I brought up Tartaria as a quick example of there being civilizations that we don't know about, right? I could have said Atlantis, but then Atlantis is kind of like documented, just not found, right? That goes into what we know we don't know.
But
right.
I would give you more credit with Atlantis than Tartaria.
Well, right,
Mhm.
because Atlantis is something that is glorified by the European mindset.
Well, no, it's just because when we lost a lot of that knowledge of the ancient world, some of that was held over.
Right, but Atlantis is once again associated with Greek and all of these different like highly like you talk about Zeus and all of these
and
different.
it's something that they decided to conserve.
What
You
you
know,
mean?
whereas
It's-
it's like with
Right,
a
like
lot of
they-
our
like they-
history and a lot of our knowledge and just everything that we came from as a culture, from medicine to crops to everything, a lot of that was destroyed and manipulated, like even just down to the arts. Like there's pieces of art that will never exist again. Just,
Because the way to make it,
because
the people who, right, yeah, like
because
the methods
they
used.
burned it or they tore it down or they
Right.
destroyed it. Like they destroyed so many things. Even just the author of the book, Melanin, the Chemical Key to Greatness. I feel like it's Carol Barnes or Carol King. I can't remember the name, but that person was actually one of the founders for it was like the Cornerstone Library in Compton during the time of Rodney King. So during that time, Martin Luther King, Maya Angelou, just different people like that would come out there and speak. And they also had like one of a kind text and books that came from our people, you know what I'm saying? And that bookstore got burned down randomly. You know,
Right. And so
like
they
there's just certain things, and that's just one example, like just one random
right.
example. But way before that, even when they were just stealing us as a people from the land, even though there was a deal that was made, they stole a lot of our resources at the same time. Like there's certain crops that are grown here that originate from Africa that wouldn't even be here had they have not stole it from there. And those crops actually work better for us as a people because they have a vitamin B17 in it
But
called
see,
melanin, or
right.
called B17, that basically works for our melanin, but they use it for sick animals and gas.
I feel a lot of issues are being conflated into one here.
I was about to say, like, hold on, I
Yeah.
don't want to, like, the African issue and the like. That's one piece of it, but
Mm-hmm.
all of this society is things that we know. I'm talking about things that we don't know at
Mm-hmm.
all. Like, so I'm talking about like things that like are in deep in Antarctica. How there's structures that it's like people have these pictures, fake or not, of these beyond the ice wall type of
Oh
images
yeah, I
of
seen
stuff where
those.
it's like there were things and people here with stuff that we think that we're the only ones that ever had. And it's like, that's where this conspiracy for me starts to kick into. It's bigger than black and white. As a matter of fact, the black, white, like we know for a fact that it's so small for them to burn and hide knowledge about us because they're hiding it even about themselves. Like they're hiding about how they went about getting this country. Like it's not just about black people, it's about the quote unquote Native Americans
Mm-hmm.
and like the story that they let get out versus the story that really happened. Everything makes
Mm-hmm.
them look slightly like that's all a part of a system that has been in place that's been keeping knowledge from families. There are certain families who do have lineage back to way before, because we're not the first human. Somebody had to be here to be here to be here. And a lot of us are lost on that. Do you understand what I'm
Well,
saying?
I mean,
I'm
then
talking about
we've
like
been looking for.
Rothschild type shit. Like
Oh,
there are
I
certain
think.
families
Oh, I don't
who have
know. Okay, I was thinking what you're saying about the modern humans and how we evolved and where we evolved from. You mean like our DNA? Or are you talking about like families over thousands of years?
well,
What's the time span you're talking
no,
about
I'm talking
here?
about our DNA. So I am talking about millions of years. But once again, though, I don't know. Like we don't, it's like for us, history starts somewhere. It's like it goes dinosaurs, then it goes like the fish that came out of the water, and it's
That's
like
before the dino.
right.
That's fine.
The wait,
Yeah,
the fish that came out of the water was before the
yeah,
dinosaurs
yeah.
to make that turn it into a human or whatever.
No, we came from these little like
Right.
voles that were left over after the dinosaurs. So,
But
but
the fish
it's
that came out of the water wasn't. They didn't say that Darwinism wasn't supposed to be the first quote unquote human. The fish that walked out of the water, or what the fish that walked out of the water
and then it
supposed to be
grew
the new
into this, and then it
dinosaurs,
grew into that, and then it
right?
grew into that
Based on
because
based on like climate and certain
pressures.
right.
Yeah.
But it's like that's the story that they gave us. But it's just the more that the world starts to connect and the more that people's opinions, the more that we start to see online that people have opinions about, like people are questioning stuff and people can see that people are questioning stuff. You couldn't see that in 1994 unless you went to a library, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that people felt the same way you felt about conspiracies before the internet connected all of our thoughts into one central thing where we could be like, here's a forum of people who feel like, we're not alone in the universe because now that verbiage, you know what I'm saying? Like things are starting to get smaller now. Like we're seeing more UFOs because people have access to immediate cameras and immediate like internet. So like the bullshit is starting to get like kind of like sifted out. Like we're almost done with like fake UFO videos. It's almost like, bro, come on. Like the real shit is so dope that the fake ones is like they can't keep up. There's no longer a flying plate with some, you know what I'm saying, looking like a big leftover plate. The shit is getting
Mm-hmm.
to the point where it's like everything is looking crazy dope. Either it's great fakes or it's some shit going on.
Well, there are great fakes, and to your point, here's an article that came out recently. I wanted to bring up a lot of anthropologists and professionals they just didn't know about this stuff before. They're still finding new things, and we're still adding to history.
But the problem is that they don't appear to say that they're finding new things. They come out with things as law. Like when I was a kid, it was 9 planets and that was it.
Okay,
And so
they
you're
took
teaching
Pluto
that to
out.
kids that it's 9 planets and that's it. Then you take Pluto out. Then you say we found 16 other planets, planet X and planet this. It's like, but meanwhile, a person like you telling a person who's like astrology was 4th and 5th grade. We didn't take it again in high school.
Are
So it's
you
like,
you're mad about Pluto?
no.
Because you seem real mad about Pluto, and
No.
I'm mad about Pluto
No, I'm
too.
not mad about it. What I'm
You're
saying is
getting
like
heated about Pluto.
no, I'm not.
I know,
Maya.
and
You're trying
respect
to
to
be
you
funny.
for standing.
You're trying to be
Pluto.
funny, but what I'm saying is like they teach us stuff as law because they're the scientists. And then later on they say, oh, our bad. That shit did kill people. Our bad. It did cause cancer. Our bad. It's not a planet. Our bad. So don't call somebody crazy for saying that what they say is wrong when they say it, because they come out and say everything's wrong 20 years from now anyway and be like, oh, we really didn't go to space because we can't get back there. How do we get to the moon if we can't get back to the moon? Or what do we see on the moon that didn't allow us to come back to the moon?
I think you're conflating a lot of things. And I think it's really important that kids who are taught understand what you're saying, that these are evolving issues.
Right. So then it can't be wrong on a test, Maya. Like you can't teach it to a kid and say this is right or this is wrong, because there is no right or wrong in the unknown. It's just what we have found, and this is what we think right now.
I think they changed the definition of a planet or something like that, and so they evolved these things. But
Right.
it's not like Pluto disappeared. It's
Somebody
just no longer
grandma
a planet.
died in 1994 thinking that it was 9 planets and that Pluto was one of them.
A lot of people are mad about Pluto.
I'm not mad about Pluto. It's just the fact that it's like it just goes to show you that it's like you gotta take what they say with a grain of salt. It's so
yes.
easy to go to sleep and be happy that your government is telling you that there's nothing to be worried about. It's so easy, and it's like think about how you talk to your kids, right? Like Roman's gonna be 5 years old, and he's gonna ask you some real shit that you're not ready to answer for him, and you got to tell him like, no, it's fine. Go to bed, and then when he go to bed, you and Tony are like, what the fuck are we?
Well, what's he gonna do about it? He's 5 years old.
But that's the point, though, Maya. It's like what I'm trying to explain to you is that the way that you talk to your kids is the way that they talk to civilization as the government or as these higher powers of people who aren't letting you in on what's going on, which is why questioning everything or believing shit that doesn't come from them is not always a bad practice.
You should question, but
Right.
also you should understand that the people who are looking for these ancient hominids, they've been doing this for 20 years. They're not necessarily bad people,
You
and
think
they
that-
do know a lot more about this than we do. So at some point, you got to trust them a little and say, "Oh, you guys found a ancient humanoid. What about it?" Rather
Right,
than attacking them and
right.
saying,
But we're not gonna
"You're
attack
trying to
them.
deceive us."
We're not gonna attack them. It's just that they need to. It's like
'Cause they did.
this is one of the most prestigious jobs in our society is the scientist.
Scientists don't get paid that much money.
I didn't say paid.
Yeah,
I didn't say paid.
The life of a
There are a
scientist
lot
is
of doctors.
not very
There
romantic.
are a lot of doctors that don't get paid.
Yeah, the people getting paid in education, a lot of it is admin. It's
Right.
not the people doing the
But-
real
but
work.
the
So
point
these
I'm trying to
people are
make
out
is,
here
right, but these
busting
jobs-
ass for like 60 a year.
Okay, but I never said nothing about their money though. These jobs are seriously looked at as pillars in our community, teaching us about who we are. And to Nicko's point is that the nutrition based on who you are and your makeup as a person, like they don't have African American cornflakes. They don't have the cornflake that you should eat if you black. They don't, like, we have one cornflake, and I'm just using cornflake as an example before you jump down my neck. But it's like they're giving all the kids the same chocolate milk. But even though some of these kids are melanated, or some of these kids are, and it's like, so when it comes down to stuff like this, and why I ask what is melanin for real is because people with melanin don't make the decisions in this country. So what's important to the melanated beings is not going to be front page taught. And so to my point, it's like, man, there were so many civilizations before us. What they knew and what we have to find out by uncovering every rock all the time. For us, it's a puzzle because the knowledge has been cut off, right? Like how they built the pyramids, we'll never know. How they built these shits in Antarctica, we'll never know. right? Because the knowledge has been cut off. We could try to design some of these things, but we would need a lot of bulldozers and shit to go
Right.
build in
Yeah,
Antarctica,
we
but they
would
built
have
the
to
shit
go
on the ice.
everywhere else to basically find the answers, because
Right.
they have pyramids in Mexico, but where were these ideas inspired? So it's like
Right.
we have all of these pieces where these ideas were inspired, but again, like you said, it's like a puzzle. We got to go all these places just to find it. We can't just go home to find it. We can't just go to one source or one community like Chinatown or something like that and find all of the resources that actually work for our DNA.
And I'm looking at this ancient skull in China. It's unlike any human seen before. And so it's like
Yeah, because the Neanderthals were a humanoid
mhm.
creature in Europe. Those interbred with
Look at
humans.
the eyes on this bitch though.
And the Denisovans were one in Asia. So we're now learning that it wasn't just Homo sapiens sapiens. We come from many different hominids.
So are humans, the word human, is that like monkey in that it's like 40 different kind of monkeys?
There was a time where there were a lot more
Monkeys?
descendants. No. Humanoid
A lot
things.
more humanoids.
Yeah, because they're the little ones, the dwarf
midgets,
creatures.
the
yeah.
dwarfs. And I only say midget because I just like that word better than little people because it's also some little motherfuckers too.
Yeah,
Like who not midgets, like
Right,
skinny,
yeah,
not they don't got
yeah.
that big ass. They're a little bit more proportion. They just very, very small, like pygmies and you know what I'm saying, oompa loompa type shit. It's all kind of shit going on in this world. It's some little blue motherfuckers too.
I've heard about them.
It's some little blue motherfuckers too.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we? So we're here, but there was a time where this is what we found, that there are at least two more here.
So look at this. They say African, French, Han Chinese, and Melanesians.
Yeah, because they interbred with the Denisovans. So a lot of Asians will have Denisovan DNA, and a lot of Europeans will also have Neanderthalis.
And
Neanderthal
where
DNA.
does the African like?
Well, they came. Homo sapiens came from Africa and spread out. So they in different waves.
Gotcha.
So initially they spread out and they became Neanderthals and they evolved in Denisovans. And another wave spread out and then interbred with them.
Mm-hmm. It's just like just seeing this, and I know we're like you said, conflating in a bunch of different areas, but it's like just seeing this. You don't think that they would go to where life created to see how to prolong it
To Africa?
Yeah, and do they? I don't know.
I don't know if they had the technology to do it back then, because for a while.
I'm talking about now.
Oh, people go to Africa to find things?
Like why is African healing and stuff like that not the center for like human life as a whole?
Because it takes billions of dollars out of the equation for
the medical field.
For companies that make money off of that.
They'll still make money.
Mm-hmm.
So
they can monetize it. Look at what they're doing with the cobalt.
It's a real life thing. Like my store has been shut down for 2 weeks off of Big Pharma.
Really?
Yeah. Like
explain.
No, that's a true thing.
What do they do to you?
Because they fund the banks. Like they're in bed with the same banks that fund all of these stores like Etsy and Shopify and all of that stuff. So there's a certain set of rules and codes that you have to go by to even operate, or they'll shut your shit all the way down until you get it back up to code, whatever it is that they say that it is.
What's the codes?
So the codes are, they say no claims. And it's like, I went through my descriptions and I'm like, but I'm not making any health claims or anything like that. It supports this, it may help with that, but I'm not saying that it cures anything. I'm not talking about any ailments, anything like that. But no, they even 2 weeks ago, Etsy took down 3 of my items. Like this is to this day type of stuff. And that's just what you have to go through as a plant-based holistic type of business, especially because we promote Black excellence when it comes to our dietary intake.
Real quick, hold on. I mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
People don't know what sea moss is. So can you start there?
Yeah.
And then tell us about some of these other products that you might have that,
Yeah, I got you.
Because it's like people don't know what are the number of minerals? Because and maybe that can tie us back into what we were talking about with these different type of humans. But it's like, because the point I was trying to make before we even get to what with the products, the point I'm trying to make, Maya, is the fact that this thing I read recently said that there was basically like dark forces. I know this sounds crazy, running this planet and poisoning its people in ways that we cannot imagine, right? Through anywhere that we look. So through media, through sound waves, frequency, through food, through the water. Like, there is no way that we can escape them trying to basically shorten our life to get the next life started,
Keep
to
you
do
at a
the
lower
yeah,
vibration.
just to keep us into this. And it's like, when you look at the nutrition, when you look at the drugs that they sell on TV, when you look at how,
Even just
I got
the
a joke
the
about that.
content.
Like, these
Yeah.
damn commercials be looking like, motherfuckers taking Zolympic and they on the beach and they at a bonfire or whatever the drugs are. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, side effects include like, show a nigga on the toilet with his ass bleeding. Talk about, you know what I'm saying, on the commercial. Like, show that, because that's be like, okay, let me know if I really want to take these. Be like, I feel good at work though. I'm very productive. You
But
know what
I'm
I'm saying?
still
Like,
good.
it's like they're giving us half done shit. Like, if the medicine does all that, then it's not done. Like, you're not done with trial and error.
Oh, what they don't tell you is that a lot of times these drug interactions, they don't find out until someone reports it. It doesn't come out in the initial study that they do with this group of people. It has to be reported from over the country. So you'll see things get approved by the FDA, and then 5, 6, 10 years later, that's taken off the market because all of these things are reported. And a lot of times when you try a new drug that goes on the market, you're still the guinea pig, especially if you're trying with different drugs. Now, what you just said was actually pretty interesting because it goes into like the oldest, I'd say, conflict in Christianity, and probably predates that, is this idea that the God of this world is evil and wants to keep humans down. And that's a Gnostic teaching. He's called the demiurge. And so you'll see a lot of people, if they'll say, oh, that's Gnostic, or what they mean is that's a heretical teaching because the Catholic Church shut that down. And even to this day, you get people accusing others of Gnosticism for believing that the God of this world actually wants to keep humans down, and whoever is in control of this world wants to keep humans down. Whereas the traditional, whatever, the church, the Orthodox, is that this world is essentially a good place.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you just touched on right there.
Yeah. Now there is and so, right, people love to kind of adhere to the whole, this is an evil world and that's why. But I'm about to send you some stuff. Hold on
Where
one
you
second.
sending it? You sending it
I'm
Insta?
sending it on Instagram. Shout out to my guy CP. I've been talking to CP, the other CP, white CP. But he got some shit, bro.
Oh, okay, I see. This is the sun?
Right. And so there's like a big being on the sun, and then how it takes off. It's just like walking around. But it looks like some shit that we've seen in movies before. Like, that looks like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm sending you this too, because this is what I was talking about. And while we bringing that up, so that you could bring it up on the computer. Nicko, tell us about some of the so it's just not just sea moss gel and gummies, but also like the Holy Trinity. I took some of that soursop water the other day and made some tea. It was pretty fire.
Yeah, so sea moss is basically a seaweed. So you hear the good things when it comes to the health benefits of seaweed. But it's even better than that. So it has 92 of 102 vitamins, minerals that we use to function. One of the best-selling products that we have is the Holy Trinity. This one is made with sea moss gel, bladderwrack, and burdock root.
Is that good or is
So,
that nasty?
oh man, it's terrible. Yeah,
Oh man.
man, it's crazy, but it's my best
I'm about to go
seller.
get a spoon.
It's good in some coffee.
You got some coffee?
Yeah. That's usually how I mix mine is in coffee. Yeah.
You can cover a lot with coffee.
Oh man, yeah. Like even the yin and the yang, because those don't taste good either. But again, my theory is less is more when it
Mhm.
comes to sea moss. Some people like blending it with alkaline water, but if you just use spring water, it actually activates the alkalinity in it the same way that spring
Mm.
water activates the alkalinity in our bodies. So yeah, so this one right here, one of our best sellers, honestly, is the best seller. I also have a capsule version of it because again, it does not taste good. But
Oh.
the thing
How many
about
capsules do you take?
you take, well, personally, I take about 4 capsules a day. But you usually just take like 2 to 4 or 2 to 6 a day. Again, you can't overdose. It's like when you're talking about products that have dangerous chemicals and substances in it, yeah, that's when you have to look out for overdosing. But when you're talking about something where it's just all plant based and literally nothing extra, like these ingredients is spring water, sea moss, bladderwrack, burdock root. That's it. There's no sweetener. There's nothing else.
Nicko Kitchen Shop.
Yeah.
.com.
NickoKitchenShop.com, you
Say
know?
CP sent me
Mm-hmm.
before you check out, and so
Mm-hmm.
you get you a percentage off. But
Uh-huh.
also, she know how many CPs went to the site because we trying to
Man,
blow the site
we
up. Okay, so wait a minute. So what am I about to try?
So, okay. This one right here, I'm like, I think you tried this one. This is the sea moss
Applesauce.
applesauce.
The sea moss
Yeah.
applesauce is
It's
fire,
like
so
I'm
I
gonna
already
have you
know about
guys try
that.
this
Does
one.
does
Yeah.
Maya have one of those? Here, give Maya this one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm having
Try
to try
this.
one.
That's really really good.
And then I got a sample for you too.
What's that applesauce?
Uh-huh.
Bet.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just
Tastes like applesauce.
Tastes like regular applesauce.
Yep.
It's like a slight little aftertaste to it that lets you know that there's
And
another
that it
ingredient.
has that good stuff in
Okay,
it.
so give me
Yeah.
so
yeah.
no. What's this
Okay.
maca root?
Okay, so that yang. So all right, there's 2 versions.
So there's yin
There's
and yang.
yin and there's yang. So my motto is like yin for within and yang for that thing.
Oh.
You
Yin for within, yang for that thing. Can you hand me that yang, please?
if you catch my drift,
I'm
you know what I'm
just also.
saying?
See, I'm gonna fuck around, man.
So
Be in the hospital, like I've been busting through my drawers.
you know, it does what it's supposed to do. That's all I got to say.
But it's disgusting.
It does not taste good. No. Again, I mix all of mine with my coffee, or I'll mix it with like a smoothie or something like that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way it break up. The way it break up, it's like meaty.
Because it's a firm gel.
Oh, it's a firm
Yeah.
gel.
Like even
You know that okay, you ever have like some turkey and then you go in the refrigerator after Thanksgiving and turkey got that little jello on it, you be like,
yeah. Like you see how
This
this
stuff's
one
good for the
that's
bones.
the same firmness.
Okay, hold on. I got a big ass spoonful. Let me
ease into it.
Let me ease into this.
That texture might throw you off a
So
little
how
bit.
long were you a chef?
So I was a chef for 3-4 years.
Nicko.
Woo woo.
That's how you know it's good for you, though.
Oh man. But that
This
okay.
tastes like somebody put a bunch of Band-Aids in a blender.
That's it. The accuracy. That root.
What do you I'm gonna get all this off the spoon. Can you hand me applesauce, please? Hand me that big ass applesauce over there.
Yeah, I got
I need
this for
some.
you.
I need something to chase
Yeah,
this.
let's chase that real quick.
Wow.
Yeah, that maca root. So the good thing about the maca root and the sea moss gel is that the sea moss gel already has benefits when it comes to fertility, sexual health as far as performance, stamina, even just hormone balance and different things like that. So the maca root has those same benefits. So it's basically taking all of that, just magnifying or amplifying that to the next level. So I get a lot of couples, that are trying to get pregnant and different things like that. And I'm like, that yin and that yang. The women, you take the yin, it has a special sea moss blend that has red maca root in it. And red maca root is specifically good for our hormones as women. That yang has black maca root in it, which is specifically good for your hormones as men. So when it delivers, it most definitely delivers.
That's for you and Tony,
yeah,
Maya.
no, that's actually for you. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Get Roman a little brother named German.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
now,
And it's good for emotional health too. So it's not all about, the erections and
yeah, it ain't
all
all
that
about that.
stuff.
Eyes be juicy. I be
You know,
like my eyes. I can't explain
vitality.
it. I get a lot of dry eyes. I be smoking, my eyes be dry as hell. This, good, man, this applesauce is so good. Anyway,
Have you thought of partnering with dispensaries?
I actually own a dispensary.
Really? Where is
Yeah.
it?
It's in Oklahoma City. So
Okay.
Smokehouse of Trees Dispensary, Oklahoma City, 1112 West Britton Road. What's up?
shout out to them.
Shout out, shout
Smoke
out.
something good. I'm coming down there. I need a treat.
Oh yeah, every time you touch down, we got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
be in Dallas in like a couple of weeks, so I'll drive. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just let me know. I'll set some things up for you. Like again, it's family owned, so it's my family that be in there. Yeah,
Nice. Damn,
yeah.
applesauce good as fuck.
Yeah, but I've had a couple of people reach out, like with the CBD and different THC products, to see about doing like a CMOS gel combination with that too. So we just haven't experimented yet, but that is something that's on the table. Because I mean, it's already so good by itself. So just adding it with the CBD, I feel like amplify it even more.
Let me
There's
stop eating
stores
it.
everywhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
I walk
Everywhere in
like,
Los
Miss
Angeles.
Powell,
Straight
get
up.
your ass down here. What's going on? You know what time it is.
All right. Okay. CP.
What?
We got to get CP back on this podcast because the stuff you sent me, he's acting up.
What you mean? Let's go through it.
He's acting up. You think a man lives on the sun? All right.
No, it's not a man. Look at this.
But I have heard that
Look at
the
this.
sun is a portal.
I
Look at this.
believe
You've seen things
Look at
like
that being.
entering and exiting.
Yeah.
Or does it look like it could be a sun flare, but it also looks like something that we have seen in movies before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, man, look at this. What is this?
It's this. It's the same thing.
What is it? Show me.
It's a tornado.
I'm waiting for it to blast off like the other thing did and walk. We talking about them little things?
This is that other thing except upside down.
But it didn't fly off. It didn't zoom off.
That one's sped up. This one's sped up. So the other one's like a.
Oh, that one sped up?
This one's sped up.
Okay.
The other one is this is a totally.
This is a
different view.
totally different one. But yeah, we have
Now,
weather systems too that are beautiful.
What if something could live on the sun?
That would be amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to dispel it and say that nothing can live on the sun. I don't know what the fuck could live on the sun. But like, there could be a sun parasite.
Theoretically,
Theoretically.
maybe. I don't know if we would have even the tools to measure something like
Exactly.
that. But when you start to look at the way organic things operate, and sometimes they're very similar to how nature operates, like tornadoes and storm systems like that. And so you get into, okay, so it's a moving, living process. We will agree on that. But we don't know if it's a life. And now what constitutes a life?
Right.
These are really good questions, to ask.
Okay.
And how would we even measure something like that?
Okay. Now, I did something else.
Okay. You're right.
God damn, I'm CMOSed up. I feel it.
All right. Uh-oh. I said myself. Oh, the Tartaria?
So this isn't just Tartaria, though. But this goes into that. But these are just old civilizations.
Can I unmute him?
Yeah. You should be able to unmute him. I don't think he's going to sue us. There's a thing on the screen that was muted.
Oh, shoot.
Go back to it. And so when you click it on the
Y'all ever
screen, there's
notice
an
these
unmute at the
strange
bottom.
structures
Oh, I
in the
see,
old world? You look on your left, this is old world.
You look on your
To
left.
the right,
Shout
it's
out
new
to
stuff.
CP.
You know, what does this do on the right?
He is
Electricity.
a funny guy.
What does this do on the left? Allegedly, they harnessed the atmospheric electricity or the ether to power everything. The name cathedral. A cathode is a type of electrode through which electrons move. Electrodes are an electrical conductor, usually a metal, that is connected to something that is not a metal. Cathode type of electrode delivers electrons, negative charge, and the anode collects electrons, Positive charge. Here's another example. Look up top up here. You see those? You see this? It's all legend. All the tops of everything in the old days.
It's all
But
legend.
he's going across the whole world to find these things.
Right. Nobody's saying Tartaria. People are just saying different civilizations. Go to the ice wall. He has some ice walls.
And so that it comes from Greek. So there's a reason why they're.
Incidentally, all the other monopolies that depend on the power of any kind.
There's a reason why they have a similar name.
Tartars and Tartaria.
No, cathedral and cathode, because these things come from similar things. But see, that's why the whole Tartaria thing is that there was a civilization that crossed over the world, and then the mud flood came and knocked it all out because they were connected. Because he's going all over the world to say this.
But what if he's saying that they just influence the world? Think about how much America influences the world right now.
That's true.
With some of the things that we do, our technology, our cars. You know what I'm saying? Like it's people. They have different kind of Fords. Did you guys know that? They like Ford makes different kind of models that aren't just in America. That aren't here. That you can't even find. They have like a truck called like a it's like a big ass SUV, almost like a Durango, that they don't even sell in America, but it's a Ford. You know, and so it's just like, you know, America influences a lot about what the world does, and I would imagine a place like a Tartaria, quote unquote, Tartary, or any kind of place like that could influence the world through like, look at what we found with this free power.
See, my problem when I went on the Tartaria deep dive was that they didn't make the effort to find what these buildings were built for. Like find what year they were built, who built them, and what kind of like architecture school they came out from.
I'm sorry, man. I feel like a fucking bottle rocket right now. There's so much CMOS.
I don't want to hear about. I know.
No, I'm not talking about an erection. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm saying like the energy. Like I feel it in my back. Like, I go like, bah, like bust through the ceiling. Like it's crazy. Like I feel high in a different way. Go ahead though. And I'm not even trying to do that about your products, Nicko. They might not do that for everybody. I smoked before I came here, so it might just woke up to smoke. You know what I'm saying? It might have just woke up to smoke up.
Well, I mean, it correlates with the hippies, you know, like the hippies were on plant-based diets and they were high.
I'm not a hippie because I like
you know, but you know, plant-based does amplify your high.
I like cologne and Jordans and PlayStation, so I can't be no hippie, but you know what I'm saying? Like I do like weed. But I am not no hippie, Jack. Them niggas be like, yeah, I got this sweater from a farmer's market. Like, nigga, this Gucci, bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Where's the cap to this?
Oh, with the cap to her applesauce.
I just don't want it to spill. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. So there's that. But I want to talk about Beyond the Ice Wall. Can you look up some stuff about where did I put those fucking posts? I be wanting to send you stuff, Maya, but I don't be wanting to bombard your inbox. I'll be like, fuck, I'm gonna save it and I'll bring it to the pod. I gotta start fucking sending them.
Yeah, send them because I mean, I'll just keep them and then I'll send them to my burner account and I can bring them up here.
You got a burner? I need me a burner.
But it's just for stuff like this. Like I don't interact with people, but I don't want to put my Instagram on my computer.
Accuse you of interacting with nobody. We were just saying a burner would be nice.
That was my burner right there.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
That's lit.
That's why I've only got messages from myself.
That's dope.
I don't even follow anybody. Oh, you say you want to look up Beyond the Ice Wall.
I got some images that I want to, you know, because they're not going to show us the truth on Google. They're going to show us some bullshit. Check it out, though. While she's looking for that, I'm going to be on the road, man. I'm going to Las Vegas. I'll be there February 18th at Wise Guys. Yeah. Very excited about that. But according to the ticket sales, you guys are not. So I just have to reiterate that I'm going to be there. Vegas, pull up on me. And it's not just there. I'm going to also be in Wise Guys in Utah. I'm going to go to Utah a lot. It's Salt Lake City in Utah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I do go to, I have a lot of layovers there. Anyway, yeah, Salt Lake City right after that, February 25th. Wise Guys. San Diego. I'm going to be there March 10th. I forgot the name of the venue, but it's in my bio. Toledo, I'm coming there March 15th and 16th. But then it's not on here, but New York, I'm coming there on the 17th. I'm going to do mixtape comedy with Royale Watkins, March 17th. And then I'm in Chandler, Arizona, March 24th. Fort Worth, Texas, the 29th through the 30th, man. Dark Side of the Moon is the tour. Y'all need to fuck with it.
I'm not
Put the
winning.
graphic up right here. The graphic is up right here. Amir has the graphic. It's right here.
Amir, you got that graphic up?
Like, I gotta
No.
check with my
He ain't gonna put it up
friends.
now,
They said
but
they was buying tickets.
when they say, you say what?
So I gotta check with my friends. They said they was buying tickets.
Yeah, please have all your friends buy tickets. Tell your friends and they aunties.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's it.
I like Vegas. Obviously, we can't go right now, but Vegas is fun. You get those rooms with like the jacuzzi. We got a spa room last time we went.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
it had
rooms
a.
are crazy.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey. If y'all watched last week when we talked about champagne, Maya was like, now you are talking my language. But now I know what to get y'all. I'm going to get y'all a bottle of Dom one day. You ain't even going to know. You'll be like, what's this for? I'll be like, it's a late gift. Right now, my money is tied up in everything, other stuff. But when I unbreak myself, I'm going to get y'all a bottle of Dom.
When I unbreak myself. I like
Yeah,
that.
man. You know, I got to unbreak myself. You feel me? Got a lot of shit going on, man. Yay, TH Comedy. I appreciate you with your Fort Worth tickets. Y'all about to have a good time down there. Hope the kitchen is good, man. I want some catfish or something. I want some like down south food. I had some tacos last time I was in Dallas a couple weeks ago. A place called Taco Casa.
Oh, I had Taco Casa.
God damn. You know how hard it is to find a regular ground beef taco with that good soft shredded cheese on top?
Tex-Mex.
What's it called?
It's like American style taco.
Yeah,
Here they don't do.
Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
Right, and I hate that. Here, you can barely find one. I found one last week in LA, and it was all right. It was not fucking with Taco Casa. And they say LA got the best tacos in the world. I'm like, no, all I want is a ground beef taco.
Well, it's Mexican tacos out here. Like in
right,
Texas,
they put everything in a taco.
It's Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
So it's a different kind of Mexican. Like, because I'm from Oklahoma, so when I came out this way and I had a taco in California for the first time, I was like, oh shit, this is really Mexican food.
Fuck
I
that.
had no idea.
Look, I'm not Mexican, dog. I want ground beef in my taco, and I want that bitch crunchy. And it's like I'm
With some
sick of trying to
cheese.
ask for. That's it.
You
know what?
they
I'll
don't
take that
put
back.
cheese in the taco.
You know where else you could get one? Somebody said the Mexicans frown on ground beef tacos. That's nigga shit. Well, guess what? I'm a nigga.
What?
I'm gonna tell you. I had one. It's a place called I think it's called Pink Taco on Sunset.
Yeah,
Kind of like right
Pink
before.
Taco.
They got some ground beef tacos in there. That's fire. Matter of fact, I need to go there before I go to the Comedy Store this Thursday. Stop in there and give me some tacos. You know what I'm saying? Because I love they tacos, dog. I love a ground beef taco so much, dog. I don't understand what the fuck going on.
I can't find anything serious for Beyond the Ice Wall.
Right. I'm sorry. I was supposed to be looking stuff up, but I started talking. It's just,
there's this is April Fool thing.
Nah,
from
but I don't want to see that. Your computer only is for debunking.
I'm trying my best.
You have a Dell debunker. That's the kind of computer you have. I got that new Dell debunker. It comes with That's what you got.
Yeah, because in order to assume that there's an ice wall, you have to have bought into flat Earth. Otherwise, it's just Antarctica.
Right, but the idea that there is more continents on the planet, even if it's round, I still want to buy that. As opposed to, like, they show us global images that they want us to have. They're all completely, totally, quote unquote, AI generated, altered, right? We don't have a lot of real space footage, quote unquote, of the Earth. I mean, like, a lot of the pictures of the Earth are not real, according to the sources that I've seen on TikTok.
Okay.
I'm joking. Hold on, but let me see.
Because you can have a live feed from this space station.
Quote
Yes, I
unquote.
watch NASA live feed a lot. I can't lie.
I'm just saying, man. I just think it's some shit on this planet that we don't know is here, and we gotta stop acting like.
A lot of if you can find something and get it past, all these peer reviews, you could get a Nobel Prize. People are trying. People are trying to distinguish themselves in science, and if it gets past the peer review process, then you can get credit for it.
I don't want to. I just want to know. I'm just nosy. I just want to be in the know, so I don't just die trying to figure it out. I want to know what the fuck going on. That's it. I don't even want to snitch, dog. I just want to know. God damn. Can a nigga just know?
Well, there are people who find things like they'll look through Google Earth and they'll find old archaeology sites. And then they get credit for that because no one has seen it before. It's just that we haven't had really the technology to look at Earth like that until recently. So before, if you were going to go for a dig or something like that, you'd have to figure out where you're going. You all have to get there. Someone has to pay for it. Now you can just look down from Google Earth at a lot of things.
Here we go. I found it.
Okay, you send that to me.
Bam, send it to you.
Okay.
Yes, I be saving some shit. And it's another CP video. Yes, we got to get CP back on here.
I would like to. I like CP.
I like him.
I'm
I like
nice.
him. And I feel like when your name is CP, this the kind of shit that you just be into. You be learning shit. You feel me? Yeah, man. And that's my name. And I hate that I can't have my name. I just shout out to Don't Tell Comedy. I just released a dope ass set on Don't Tell Comedy. It's on their YouTube. It's called Amputees and Viagra. You guys can check that out. It's really dope. But I mean, people in the comments like, why would he name himself CP? It's like, dog, that's my initials, bro.
Yeah.
Right. But child fucking filth is and they call
that's
it that.
finally connected because it's
like dog, like it's like y'all made it that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, this is just my initials.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it takes the creeps to put that together.
Yeah, it's like, god damn. They be all in the comments like, why would you damn your podcast this? I looked it up and I got a warning. It's like, first of all,
that's cat.
Yeah. So look at these alleged ice wall. Look at this is the
dude right here. Have no idea. It looks like he's got like long hair too if you look really close, but you can see the icebergs and stuff in the background. So I mean, it's some real good CGI or it's the real deal. This is supposedly a natural phenomena, but if you look close, that really does look man-made. But I'm sure y'all gonna be like, "Oh, it's not, dude."
Man-made, quote unquote.
Here's some more alleged ice wall pictures. This right here is 1912 pictures, allegedly. What do y'all think this right here is? Look at the little archway. This is in Antarctica, past the ice wall.
This don't really look like Antarctica. That could be anywhere.
Then we got this one right here.
Yeah, why
those look like modern structures, but these are from 1912, allegedly. This is one of my favorite ones. Look at that column and look at the detail. If you look close, there's some kind of writing on it. You can't really tell what it is, but there's so much we don't know about. These are all alleged, though. Don't forget. More of the columns.
Yeah.
That's crazy right there.
Those could be anywhere. That could be anywhere in Russia.
And we got this dude right here. Have no idea. Looks like he's got like long hair too. If you look real.
We understand that it could be anywhere. Okay, like please spare us. We could watch this and be like, that could be fucking that could be Michigan, Upper Peninsula. This could be we get it. Okay, we get that. So we're saying hypothetically speaking, if this were to exist so deep in Antarctica that it was beyond this big thing that on the other side of it was the first men, quote unquote.
You mean like the plot of Game of Thrones?
Exactly.
Okay. You're telling me the plot of Game of Thrones. Okay. Yeah. It could. See, there's two different modes you have to put yourself in. There's like real world mode.
Real world mode. 7 people live in a house.
And then there's writer mode. Writer mode, of course you want to entertain these things. That's how you get ideas. I think you should watch everything CP does and make a movie out of it.
You're just saying that, man. You don't believe in my movie making skills.
Make a movie.
You wouldn't watch my movie.
I'd watch a movie.
Behind the scenes on
behind the ice wall. We go find it, and it's big ass midgets. These are the biggest midgets. That's how you know a giant for real. If it's a big ass midget.
That's just a regular person.
No, a big ass midget. Like a big, like giant midget. Did you see the video? Did we pull it up in here where that midget was at that parade in Japan a long time ago? Is that on here that we pulled it up?
I don't
I mean, my bad. Not a midget, but it was a giant. And he had a diaper on. It was a giant in like the 1920s in like a Japanese parade. He was just walking around in his drawers. Because they had, what kind of pants they could find for that big ass thing? He walked around in his drawers. He's in the parade. He was clapping and shit.
Wait a minute. Is it from... Someone's trying to debunk it for me.
I know you got that damn Dale debunker. The all new Dale debunker by Dale. Why do I keep throwing that nigga into that portal? I keep watching it. Like,
I know,
get your
right?
ass in there. So here's the thing too. Have you heard about the Adam and Eve theory about how the world turns every couple 100,000 years and it keeps turning? So that's why like the Sahara Desert used to be an ocean.
Oh, that's not a theory. That's real. The tilts of the Earth towards the sun. So the Sahara used to be covered in
Water.
and there's
Right.
bones and stuff like that's not a.
The same with the Grand Canyon. Used to be, and you could tell by the lines that you could see on the rock that it used to be a heavy ocean. And what we're looking at is the bottom of an ocean.
Yep.
Right? But then there's also Egyptian caves inside of there. Right? They're like Egyptian, they found like Egyptian hieroglyphics inside the Grand Canyon. And it's like, what the fuck was going on? Right there.
Yeah, I had to click through this because it told me that this has already been debunked and it's got no basis in reality.
Of course, they always do that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at him, them big ass drawers he got on. Those look like some man-made drawers. They look like a bunch of look at that.
Yeah, the Facebook itself debunked it for me.
Oh, not Facebook. Oh, Mark Zuckerberg said it was fake. Oh, then it has to be fake if Mark Zuckerberg, if Mr. Zuckerberg said it's fake, then it got to be fake. This big ass nigga, look at him. They said he kicked the horse. Boom, kicked the horse in the nut. Boom.
Do they have a video where it's slower? Because I guarantee that's probably how you can tell.
Apparently, it's from this Big Man Japan.
They made a movie about it so quick just to cover it up.
This movie's from 2007.
Right. Oh, God. They made a movie. Look at this.
Oh, there it is.
No, that ain't him. That's something because he ain't had no tattoo.
Right, I was about to say this dude.
He ain't had no
just tatted
tattoo.
up.
They
This
didn't
other one wasn't
redid it.
tatted up.
Oh, of course.
It's the same footage.
It's not the same footage. He ain't had no tats.
Let's see.
That nigga was not tatted up. Look at him. They know.
That's
He's not tatted up.
This video is underexposed up top.
Ah, Amir, don't let her pull you into this. It's real.
So you know I'm technical, bro. I'm gonna be technical.
I know, but it's big baby giants, and this nigga was one of them.
It looks like a good movie
Kicking
though.
horses.
Shit don't look good.
It looks like it's an entertaining movie. I'll watch it.
I'm not watching shit. Cause it's real. and it happened. Look at him. This is come on,
Yeah,
man.
it's real life.
Come on, man. They gonna make a fucking Monsters Inc.
Oh,
version.
what
of
is
This
this.
looks amazing.
This does not look amazing. This is them trying to ridiculify or debunk some shit. Of course.
Yeah, they had to put one.
Come
eye
on,
in
man. This is nothing like what we.
Whatever, I'm watching this movie.
Man,
I
don't wanna
love
see this
monster
shit.
movies.
I don't like monster movies.
Did you end up seeing
Yes, I am. Wait, what you talking about?
the new Godzilla show?
Yes, I have started watching.
It's a show.
They have a
Yeah.
show.
Oh,
Monarch.
And it's called
okay.
Monarch Monsters, and I did start watching it. You know I'm into it because I love it because I believe it, and yeah, it's interesting. I'll report back. But you guys can start watching Monarch Monsters on Apple TV.
Yeah, Hollow Earth. That goes into Hollow Earth. What
Absolutely.
episode are you
But
on?
the second episode.
Oh,
but
okay, never mind.
but Hollow Earth theory is always wrapped up in the whole Godzilla thing. That's
Mhm.
literally every movie talks about Hollow Earth and where it's coming from. Even like the megalodon sharks coming from a layer underneath the bottom of the ocean. With a certain denser oxygen and colder water. And I mean, yeah, like these things, they talk about them in the movies, how theoretically possible they could be. I'm not gonna lie, in 1994, you couldn't have told me that we couldn't take an old ass mosquito and get blood out of it. That was such a good way to tell it. To be like, you get an old mosquito, take the blood out of it because the mosquito, you don't know what the mosquito bit. You could have brought back anything.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Could have brought back an old human. Because you don't know what the mosquito bit, but of course, it got to be a dinosaur, but whatever. So, yeah, I'm very fascinated with things that happened before we got here. I'm very fascinated with the idea that we are just redoing this thing with these modern kind of templates behind us, but we're just the same ones doing it over and over and over again. Because, I mean, why isn't the truth readily available? Like, why do we all not just know our history? Why can't we just walk up and attach our ponytail to a tree and fucking get the download like Avatar? I'm just saying, like,
It's hard. This world is a hard place. I mean, a lot of these.
it doesn't have to be. They made it fucked up.
Who?
Mhm.
The powers that be, the people who
The
created.
demiurge? Are you going into the Gnostic heresy right now?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, money and the idea of having to work. What did Orlando Brown say? Grapes.
He said
Grapes
what?
are supposed
They're
to
making
be
us
free.
pay for grapes, apples. Pull that up. I love Orlando Brown, dog. He be speaking that real
man.
shit.
He
The
said
shit.
we paying for bananas. Oh man, Orlando Brown gives me so much life.
Grapes.
Alright, here we go.
For everybody watching on YouTube, we just watched the clip where Orlando Brown was like, "They're making us pay for grapes." Orlando Brown, man. Shout out to him, man. You gotta, you know, sometimes you gotta be the person in your family to do the drugs that show what your family can actually handle. Sometimes you come from a churchy ass family. They didn't know y'all could do crack. Look at us. You could be a super nigga on crack.
I thought you were going to talk about good drugs. You talking about crack.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's some good drugs. What's your top 5 drugs?
Okay.
Yeah.
DMT.
DMT. DMT is what we call it in the hood.
And then,
We don't.
but that's only every once in a while.
Every
like-
Thursday or so.
I haven't done it since I
I'm
got
supposed to
pregnant.
do it. I'm supposed to do it right here on this couch.
Yeah, Tony wants to know what's going on.
I'm scared,
'Cause
niggas.
You can vape it and you can.
I definitely
bong it.
understand.
Okay, and so
I do want to see the little people though. The little if you play Zelda, I imagine them being like them little leaf people like, hey, what did they do? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Anyway,
So he went into his experience an atheist and came out as an agnostic.
what is agnostic?
He doesn't know. You say, I don't know. I'm an agnostic, like, even though, like, you know, we go through the church stuff and everything, but it's like, essentially, I don't know. I believe that there is a
The
God.
church stuff be just a song and dance that you do. Starts off making your grandparents happy. You know, look at grandma happy I'm up here doing this Easter speech that I don't believe in. I'm gonna finger some of these girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it turns into like, man, I want my kids to be good people. This is a good way to guilt them into not being strippers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Facts.
Anyway, go ahead.
So mushrooms.
Okay, so DMT, mushrooms.
Yeah, I put weed above all that because weed you can just do.
So weed's on there. So weed, DMT, mushrooms. Okay.
LSD.
LSD.
That's pretty much. Other people say like salvia and all that sort of stuff. I'll leave
I
it at
can't
that.
fuck with no salvia, man. I've seen people flip out off salvia, so I didn't want to try it.
Yeah, I did it once a couple times a long time ago. And it was interesting, but like once
It
you
didn't
do
scare the shit out
TMT,
of you?
I'd already done like acid by that point, and yeah.
Gotcha. Top 5 drugs, Amir. Amir, like, nigga, water, vegetables, vitamins, soil,
Video game.
and video games. I feel that. That's one of my favorites, man.
I'll throw caffeine on there. Caffeine counts, so I'll put that in there.
Sugar's a drug.
Yeah.
According to what it does to your brain, it is. It is a delicious drug.
I'll put caffeine in my top 5 favorites.
Let me see. My top 5 is weed, shrooms, that's pretty much all I've done.
I know, right? I was like, yeah, weed, and weed.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't need to. If you're
'Cause
not
weed
trying
not
to
even
do
a
it,
drug
you-
for real. Weed is just like spiritual cigarettes.
Yeah, straight up.
Cigarettes.
Not everyone can do weed. So if you have, we gotta tell people, if you have a history of mental illness in your family, you don't need to be trying weed like that.
Really?
I have a history
Yeah.
of mental illness in my family.
Is
Yeah.
that true?
And it
Yeah.
helps me tremendously.
It depends on what the mental illness is, but the psychosis, weed psychosis is a real thing.
Weed psychosis?
Oh yeah. Did
Interesting.
you
never
hear
heard-
about
never
that
heard about
lady?
people that like say they can't do weed because it makes them paranoid. Like,
Right.
yeah.
My mom was.
You didn't hear about this that happened recently? This lady did weed with a guy at her house. She actually got off. She stabbed this guy 100 times
Oh, I
during.
heard about that.
Yeah,
And she got off.
this just happened.
Like what they give
Probation.
her? Community service.
Yeah, like she got a really light sentence. Stabbed him over 108 times. They said.
Was he black or was he white?
Oh, white dude. It's all white people.
Yeah, it's,
Okay,
it's
all right.
across the board.
His name's Chad.
Man, I'll beat you, man. Let me tell you something.
She-
Bitch got one stab. Bitch got one stab and I'm beating the fuck. What, bitch? You gonna stab me? Yeah, bitch goes. You ain't finna get 100 of them bitches. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. You finna, nigga, bitch, you ain't OJ. You finna get stabbed 100 times. Look, I'm nigga. I'll beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
And blamed it on Canada. Like, and
Boom,
they believed
boom.
her.
Some people do
The
have.
ball is tipped. Hadouken.
It doesn't react well with some people. Like, there's a whole thing that we're learning now. You didn't know before because it wasn't so widespread and the THC content wasn't so high. That there's a whole group of people cannot tolerate cannabis properly.
I'll uppercut this bitch so hard she'll bite her forehead.
Man.
Oh man, bitch, you gonna stab me 100 times? So he dead.
Oh, he died.
Yeah, dead.
Said she went into a coughing fit and began to hallucinate. Two
And
large
she,
knives.
She stabbed herself too.
Yeah, stabbed herself in the neck.
Man,
So I guess that
please.
was like, that's what justified it. Like, oh, she got herself too. Like,
Nah,
I don't.
fuck that. She did that one while the police was on the way.
That's
She
what
was
I'm saying. Like, let me get me sued. Like, come on.
I'm crazy.
Like,
Nah,
y'all don't see what happened?
you ain't gonna stab me no 100 times.
I mean, stabbing yourself in the neck is crazy as hell to do though.
Yeah. She
With
said,
any context, like
can I
that could
tell
take
you
you out of
something?
here though.
I need some of this weed. This weed sound like this weed sound
Well,
like
I need to see the
shit.
receipt. I need to see the receipt. Where did she get this from, and what was the percentage on it?
That
Was-
weed
was-
sound
what
like
was
the
it?
bizarre. Shake it.
Like, was it concentrated? I need to know. The
I thought it was
details.
his weed.
Every
Nah, not
night,
his.
I like to
I
let
thought he
them
was smo-
hoes
they were
fight
smoking
at the
together.
club. Saying
Bruh.
now, what's up, what's up? I'm a Mac. I like to eat it from everywhere I go. That's how I be on the weed. I be going crazy. Man, look, dog, I just be hungry and dancy. You know what I'm
In a
saying?
good
I smoke
mood,
weed.
you
I be
know, a
like,
little mellow.
Yeah, but if
it'd be
you
an icebox where my
have-
heart used to be.
if your family has a history of psychotic disorders, like maybe don't touch the weed. But if it's like, depression or stuff like that, it's fine.
It's a
In
fiend.
my opinion, I'm
Yeah.
not a doctor. Don't say
Yeah.
my aesthetic can smoke weed. I'm just saying.
No. That ain't no shit you gotta like disclaim. Like, that's true. It was a fiend, one of my favorite fiends, man. Favorite crackhead. He was on a video. I don't know where he at, man. But sometimes when I see fiends, anybody else do this? When I see a fiend on like a viral video, man, I be wondering if they okay. Like later on down the line, like damn, wonder if they the OD, yeah, or, they've been outside, I wonder if they got pneumonia. But this nigga, he kept saying, "You ain't never lie. You ain't
Oh
never."
yeah, come on with the pistol play.
Oh, he was walking down the street like, "You ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. You ain't never lie." Like, man, being high look crazy, but if you the nigga that's high, you having a
A
ball.
blast.
You ain't never
Man.
lie. You ain't never lie. And just imagine, here it go right here. Go back. He came with a fake gun, shot them niggas to dip. Go back, start from the beginning. I'm sorry, I'm talking over it.
Come on with the pistol play, nigga. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied. Boom, boom. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
He having a ball, dog. Look at him. You ain't never like in his mouth. He popped them niggas and he out. He did what he had to. He put the murder game down.
He walking through hood Looney Tunes right now.
Man,
It's
bro,
lit.
this nigga walked through the hood. You ain't never lied. You ain't. I hope he okay, man. I hope he all right, man. Damn, he did like fun. Can you imagine you 8 years old, this your uncle, and y'all having a fake gun battle around the house? And you like, boom, boom, you like, you ain't never lied. You know what I'm saying? And you in second grade going back to school, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Man, dog, I fucking love crackheads, man. I wish I had like a shelter, like a humane society for crackheads.
Just leave TVs out for them.
Call it. It'll be called Uncles.
Not uncles.
Welcome to Uncles. We do have aunties as well, but welcome to Uncles. Yeah, and so we have a couple of fresh batch of uncles. If you want to come adopt one, or if you want to claim an uncle, because we're gonna put them down in a couple of weeks. But they be in there like, you ain't never lied. Man, dog, I want to open up Uncles, man.
Man, get a grant from LA City. They're giving away money for
I want to open up in Detroit. I don't trust LA crackheads. They be too spacey. LA crackheads be like, man, do some crack shit, man. Get the fuck out of my face, man. Doing like bath salts, man. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Anyway,
They up a level from that.
welcome to Uncles, where our goal is to reallocate these uncles, and they walk around. You ain't never lied. This is our Uncle Never Lie. So you know what I'm saying? You ain't never. All right, I'm done. All right, guys. So I want to thank Nicko for coming on and explaining the products. I'm gonna need those pills. I'm gonna need those pills.
Yes.
I'm gonna need these. Can I see this? Can I see this real quick? What's in here?
So that's the Holy Trinity. That's the sea moss,
And they got the maca root, though,
and burdock root. So no, that's not the one with the maca
The
root.
yin. I mean, the yang is yang
Yeah.
for that thing.
Yang for that.
Yang for that thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
so tell them again about the website and where they can
Yeah.
find you.
NickoKitchenShop.com. That's NICKO kitchenshop.com. And use that promo code CP sent me for that 25% off discount.
Oh, get a
That's
whole quarter off your
exclusive to
shit.
these followers right here.
Yeah.
I'm excited to have you guys try my products. And I'm pretty confident that you're gonna love them.
I wanted to do 15% off. Nico was like, get them niggas a 25. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
gotta plug you in.
bam, BMF. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
50 boys. Well, thank you for coming on, Nicko. I really appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate
We enjoyed you. We thank you for all of our snacks. I'm about to be,
Thank you.
man, what?
Yes.
I'm about to be correct and erect. I know. But no, also, yeah, man, I'm on the road, man. Shout out to Don't Tell Comedy. I got some shows on the road with them. Shout out to just my team, man. We put together a nice springtime, wintertime tour called Dark Side of the Moon. I think I'm gonna just extend it for the whole year. This whole year is my Dark Side of the Moon year. So just I'm gonna have different color merch. And yeah, man, Vegas, you up next. Wise Guys in Las Vegas, February 18th. Start getting those tickets now, man, because it'd be embarrassing. I'll be selling out of these shows, but not weeks before, and the clubs be nervous. Like, man, what the fuck's going on? What's he gonna do? It's like, bro, y'all gotta trust me. My people fuck with me. To see peeps, we be having to wait till we get our check. Most of the time, when you go see people, you gotta wait till you get your check.
Wait till that payday. No, I get
We
that.
gotta wait till that motherfucking
Yeah.
direct deposit hit. But
No, but
telling
Wise
y'all,
Guys, that's
try
a
to
cool
get them
venue.
tickets, man. Is it?
Yeah,
It's
it's a
dope.
real cool venue.
Wise
so the
Guys,
one that you
man.
at is in Town Square. So that's like there's two different ones. So you in the newer venue.
Yeah, see, brand new venue. It's called Wise Guys.
Yeah.
It's in Town Square,
Town Square
Vegas.
is nice.
We about to go crazy. Come
Mhm.
hang with us. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who have been to my shows, you know, like, I'm not one of them standoff, stuck up niggas. Like, if you coughing and shit, don't fucking touch me. But like,
That
you know what I'm
part.
saying? Like, for the most part, I fuck with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? We can go gamble. You know what I'm saying? We can kick it, go smoke some weed, whatever, man. Like, I be fucking with my peeps, man. Don't kill me though, cause that's gonna make me not trust y'all. But
That's over the line.
anyway,
that right there.
Maya, anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
This week or next, I'm doing my Twin Flames Rate My Cult. So watch out for that.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's been
Okay.
a long time coming, and I hate this cult only because I've had to deal with them so much.
Twin Flames, what is that?
Twin
Oh,
Flames
wait,
Universe.
Is that the one on Netflix? That
There's a
has
Netflix, the
Okay, because I
Amazon.
watched that one. That's some trippy
Toxic.
shit. It's crazy.
Twin Flame always be like, man, if somebody
'Cause
blow
that's
my
the
twin
one
flame
where
out,
they
and
was,
I'm out
like,
here still
changing
lit.
people's sexual preferences.
Yeah, they're doing conversion therapy and telling people you gotta become a man.
Yeah. Like I couldn't.
I ain't gonna
believe it.
lie, some of these
I
bitches
can't
is
believe it
ugly, and you
still
need to be a nigga.
exists.
Flat out. Stop. Bitch, you look like Benny Siegel. You need to go ahead, come over to the nigga side. You know what I'm saying? You
So
feel
try the
me?
other
Like,
side.
who gonna say it but me? Some of you bitches is hit, and you might be a straight looking, all right dude. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. No homo. Or, I mean, no homo on my part, but if you want to be a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Come be one of these niggas with it. It's more to marry on the niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's weird when y'all turn into the bitches because they be like, all right, man, we don't need all these tall ass, big back bitches. Come on, man. Stop, man. God damn. Big Kawhi Leonard hands ass bitches. But man, you want to come be a nigga, man? Come fuck with us, man. We be chilling, smoking, come be kicking with it, niggas in the garage. Come stand by the grill. It's always enough room to do some nigga shit. Come stand by the grill with us. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Put them titties away and come be a nigga. Anyway, we out this bitch. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Amir, you want to plug something?
I got nothing to plug.
Man, all right, bet. Amir's over there being dark. He's like, I ain't got nothing to plug, man. You know what I'm saying? Black clothes. Send Amir some black shit. You got black stuff, send Amir all your black stuff, man. I guarantee you he will wear it. The blacker, the better. Send him some shit that make him invisible. All right, we out this motherfucker, man.
All
Peace.
right, y'all. Peace.